G'day guys, Josh here. You guys are having a wonderful day at the moment. I made a video about 24 minutes before about, discussing all the tweets and stuff like that. The absolute horrible storm that happened with, ESL's new announcement of the $500,000 going to a female esports league, a female esports circuit, potential future ESL Pro Tour in that area as well, kind of replicating the tennis. And I decided to really not go ahead of that. The main reason why I decided not to really go ahead of that is because, overall, it's just not really constructive. I feel like I'd put more fuel to the fire to it. So they have this new esports league ESL for women. They framed it kind of, let's just get a brief summary of it. They framed it kind of that, it's kind of just like discrimination, toxicity, which is stopping the tier 1 scene. There's a lot of tweets from Sembla, Foreign, Frankie, Heather, you name it. A lot of the stalwarts of CSGO agreeing and disagreeing with it. It gets a bit heated, and it gets so heated enough that there's even influencers who are not even involved with CSGO coming in and chiming in, putting their 2 cents in, and basically leads to Foreign just melting down, basically. Foreign going after a lot of the people who come into the CSGO scene and take pot shots, and just revealing the hypocrisy around their comments overall. Now I gotta say, similar, made a few bad calls, made a few bad points. I gotta say as well, I think a lot of information of said issue came from both sides, basically. We have a lot of people harassing Foreign, harassing Sembla, personally attacking them and stuff like that. I feel like both sides are to blame, I'm gonna say here, for each and their kind of things. They could have handled it a lot better, and both sides are kind of pushed into a corner, I'm gonna say as well. And essentially the very disingenuous people who are just really just out there to, the G word, grift, or just deliberately cause these dramas and stuff like that, or I'm not sure what to put it, just people who just want a good drama, who want to set up a good drama for their own entertainment because they don't know any better, or they've read the situation completely wrong. And it was very, very embarrassing for the CSGO scene overall, where this should have been viewed more with a positive take, that we have Intel wanted to put 500,000 into a female CSGO scene. Of course, there's going to be some stuff wrong with the marketing as well. Everyone has their opinion. I feel there's some points that, that they may say, hey, I can see that, okay? Even though my point of view, I don't see it, okay? I don't see it. I think it's a first initiative, as I said on the site, and hopefully you can get a big video in there with all the CSGO pros and stuff like that, really standing up against toxicity and really, going for inclusive of a positivity and being like, hey, you can get here, work hard, desire, stuff like that. You'll be able to get here, essentially. I reckon that sort of messaging may help it out. But I gotta say here, it's very, very embarrassing overall. I've got to say, basically, I think some people will be unapologetic about it, for expressing their point of view. They may have regrets on some of the words they've said. A lot of these people know each other as well, Heather, Frankie, Sembla, Foreign, a lot of other people who've really chimed in. I think there's a really good thread by Yusuke on the topic as well that you guys should all read. Basically, his Twitter, I think it's YASUKER. Very, very good thread to read, and you guys should read through it as well. And yeah, overall, I think I'm going to say, First of all, my opinion on that is just get the female league up and running, and then build up the teams. And I guess they probably put a condition that the female teams at least have got to compete in some of the ESA leagues, because eventually the ideal kind of framework, if you want to make a tier 1 female team, is you want the leagues to merge at some point. So basically, at one point you want the leagues to merge, the circuits to merge, or you can keep it 2 separate as just as tennis, with this Pro Tour, and that's what ESL may have been looking at as well. But you could merge them in the future as well to really try to get some female players into tier 1 teams, some all-female teams and stuff like that as well. And it's kind of going to be a concerted effort from all people. And I think I'm going to say, there's a few people who remembering back in the old times and stuff like that it didn't work out in the end. But I feel like it's going to be changed with a different frame of issue or a different frame of attack. And I reckon, people got to get behind it sometimes. And I can understand being jaded from it all failing, but I think people should get behind it, give it the best shot, voice your opinions on what needs to change and why it needs to change and what, you're trying to aim for. All the people did that in discussion, and it's a real big shame they just got blown out of the water and this mindless mudslinging was in there as well for such a positive impact in the CSGO sphere, where we get 500k for a female tournament circuit, where female CSGO is just floundering at the moment compared to Game Changers, where Riot was throwing money to a female circuit, and we need to get some of these teams back. Maybe have G2 get some big orgs to make a scene. I'm saying not a scene, sorry, a team and a scene for a female CSGO only league. Now, the main things we got to attack here as well, as I said before, just, you know, have a good discussion, no shit slinging, and that's pretty much it, you know. I made a video that I really go in depth to all of this stuff, but I feel it just fan more into the flames, and I don't want to do that. I mean, it was very disappointing to just read on Christmas Eve, and, you know, just after work and stuff like that, and just seeing all of this, it's just not a good look, okay? It's just not a good look. And we know we can do better and know we can be better as well, because, you know, Major was so good, and we can do this. Like, we're a team. So, pro fistall to CSGO, bros. See you guys later. Hope you have a good one.